Hello and welcome to another gameplay video session by yours truly, Andrew Lee. This is part of the Lazy Tech Guys network, and we also do the Lords of Gaming podcast as well every Thursday evening or so. Anyways, today's game that I'll be playing for you folks is Mechwarrior Online. It's a free-to-play mech-based, I guess you could say it's a simulator in a sense, but it's fast enough paced that you certainly won't fall asleep. Now, this game has been in development for a while. I would say early on this year, about March or so, is when Piranha Games announced the Mechwarrior Online game. Actually, a little bit earlier than that, and kind of branching off from the old Mechwarrior PC series that many of you may have been fans of, as well as bringing back to life that Mechwarrior 5 concept that was originally supposed to come out on the Xbox 360, I believe. So this is the first mech game that I've seen in accordance to this universe that has been based off of, well, that utilizes, the CryEngine 3 game engine. Many of you guys are familiar with Crysis, so a lot of the mechanical designs that they have in that franchise, you can kind of see the potential of, the engine, why is it such a big deal for a lot of the Battletech fans. So enough of me talking, let's just go kick some butt. Anyways, I did not actually get the game with the Founders Pack. I actually missed that whole process. Now I managed to play the trial mechs enough to get money to run a Commando, which is a light 25-ton mech. Compared to a lot of the other things, it's like a twig. So, but I've managed to put enough upgrades to where it does increase the survivability, but again, it is a twig. So, for the most part, it's a scout. It does allow any of my teammates that have a lot of missiles, I guess you could say, I kind of spot for them. So that way, because of the limited range that I guess the radar has. One cool feature that I noticed in comparison to any other of the mech games is I'm able to bring a area map. Now, of course, you see that mess. That's all my people, all my teammates, that are on there. As soon as I take that away, it's a little more clear. So it's a lot easier to keep track of your teammates and whatnot. Now, what they've done in this game lately is they balance out the matchmaking. So if there's a lot of light mechs joining up, then it's going to be mainly a light mech match. But it looks like everybody's moving left, so enough of me talking. I better start paying attention a little bit. But they do have different viewing modes: infrared, night vision. In either case, they don't work too well in this environment, so I'm going to have to rely more on zoom. Maybe infrared a little bit. Okay. Now, obviously, your thoughts are probably going to be thinking, oh, I'll bring the Atlas, right? Well, the game has balanced it in a way where my mech would probably tear it to shreds. Maybe. Unless the pilot's really good. Looks like we're running into some opposition already. We're going to flank to the left. Right now I'm running medium settings just so I can get a good, decent frame rate. Let's keep them spotted. Oh, I did hit him. Okay, cool. The thing is, my lasers say optimally they're 270, but I can go a little bit further. Keep them targeted. Looks like they got their LRM people out there. Hello? Popped out of nowhere. Backpedal a little bit. The only problem that most people don't anticipate with my mech is I've upped the armor. While it may not be super important, it is making this thing survive. Problem I have is heat. Right now this map is a cesspool of... Oh man, it's just bad. Alright, let the catapult take the brunt of it. Wow, that thing tore my armor up pretty good. Come on, team, let's go. Wow, he tore me apart. That was bad. Pulse lasers, Yeah, so even with all that, the game is pretty unforgiving, especially if you're sworn. Not sure what my other teammates are doing, but probably my fault anyway. Yeah, you got torn apart too. Sometimes the matches are like this, not because of the matchmaking, it's just a lot of people are kind of new. They're still balancing out some of the weapons. To be more exact, for those of you who are fans of the Battletech tabletop, some of the stats are based off of those exact, I guess, numbers or whatnot. So they do kind of tie into it a little bit. However, transitioning into a sort of cockpit style game like this, it's a little different, but for the most part it does kind of work. And you do tend to have to manage heat a bit more after I get killed and transfer back to the lobby. I'll actually show you guys a little bit of what the mech lab, what that looks like. And here's my team lagging. At least I wasn't the first one to go down. I can tell you that. Unfortunately, there's no fusion explosions. They haven't utilized that yet. I don't know if that's going to be a feature thing that they'll throw in, but it'll be cool. I can see people already suiciding already, so I don't think they're going to throw that in. But location and basically your mech technique does kind of looks like my team just well, I don't even know what this guy's doing. This guy's like AFK or something that's doing the loop. I think that's like a bug. Anybody can disconnect. This is just like run in circles. Thing that this game doesn't have quite yet is a third-person view. There is one, I have not found one yet. But I know that would be pretty useful considering that this game is notorious for, oh, there we go, having me get attacked from behind. So I didn't do a lot of damage, that kind of blows. Sucks anyways, sorry. as you return from a match, basically, I'm still loading right here. Basically, a new addition that they've thrown in, if you guys haven't been playing this already, is there's a pilot tree. You actually gain experience with the mechs that you use. So then when you jump over here, I'm still short, so I can't buy this one. And then go into the next tree. But you also gain general experience, which you can utilize for other modules. But here's the mech lab. Basically, if you guys are a big fan of Battletech or Mechwarrior, you can actually see some familiar things about it. Actually, I almost want to drop that. Oh, that's right. I upgraded to double heat sinks, so that does me no good doing that. But the extra armor does help, as long as I stay out of trouble. But I keep on running into those other guys, so kind of doesn't help. Oh, oops. So yeah, this is what the upgrade screen looks like. You pretty much can switch from standard to ferrofibrous, but there are how do I say this? Cause and effect type of things with those selections. You do get some benefits with it, but you get a disadvantage also to kind of balance it out. So let's see. Oh, I think I have too much armor almost. I almost want to drop my... No, I can't drop my freaking SRMs. Well, that kind of sucks. So yeah, folks, that is basically the gist of Mechwarrior Online. Feel free to comment, leave any type of feedback, or even suggest what type of videos you want to see later on. You can also leave us an email at comments@lazytechguys.com, and we'll be sure to respond as soon as possible. Again, this is Andrew Lee, signing off.